Hello and welcome to the demo for Painted in Blood, part of Steam Next Fest. Checking out some stuff. I'm gonna go with quality. No, yeah, we'll go quality. Frame limit is unlimited. A lot of good choices you have here to kind of like set stuff up. I'm not gonna bother with experimental features. That just means it's not quite for sure gonna be a thing that's great. Drop that music down. Everything else is going to stay the same. Regular, because I'm a filthy casual, and I will do the tutorial because I don't know how to play video games anymore. The Painted in Black and Blood, or whatever the title is, I already forgot from the moment that I read it, which is kind of sad.
Book of art.
But I don't know, my brain is mush today.
Or profound destruction. Its meaning resides solely within its creator. How far would you go? And what sacrifices would you endure to breathe life into such a work?
Painted in Blood. Yeah, see, I got it right at least one of the times. Now, this is a first-person shooter, and anybody that's watched this channel before knows that I'm not particularly great at first-person shooters, but I do have, like, this kind of appreciation for them. They're one of my favorite genres. It's kind of like how I got started with video games in general. Kind of. I mean, technically, it was Pac-Man on the Atari 2600, but, it wasn't until, like, my early teenage years that I got to experience Doom, the shareware version, and I fell in love. Anyway, the house has a familiar and hollow sound. I'm trapped in here once again, confined within the walls of my own home. I stand before an empty canvas, painting something I cannot describe over and over as my inspiration fades into the void. It feels like a prison of my own making, locking me in from within. I don't fully understand what's happening. I can't remember something crucial, yet piecing together these fragments feels important. Oh, I thought I'd grab something else entirely. This door is locked because of course it is. No inspiration. I know what that's like. We got a moth problem. What's this? The glowing butterflies light your path. Alright. Are they telling me that I need to wash myself? I need a shower? Oh, this bathroom is kind of gross. Ooh, a piano. Aw, and you can't actually play it though. We got these guys here, trapped, to go upstairs. This nightmare is for you. Obviously, our guy has a little bit of a problem of some sort. Photo of me and Martha. She seems nice. This painting doesn't look how I remembered it. Yeah, it looks like you probably wouldn't put that up for everybody to see. A Neary sculpture looks like a torn face. I thought it was like a fist and then some. This guy has a nice place, man. Yeah, Martha's, she's kind of a looker. Oh, maybe we're actually Superman. Or Batman. Yeah, it's directed by Zack Snyder. Why did you say her name? I'm Batman, Martha. Yeah. Like, you know, that was a terrible bit of writing, I think. There's something behind these walls. I can hear them whispering. Probably raccoons. And we'll change this forever. Alright. We got a key. We can go downstairs now. There's been a couple of games involving paintings and stuff, but I think probably the best one is Clair Obscur. Expedition 33. It is just, like, the whole thing is a fantastic story. Oh. Okay. It's a really awkward attack animation. It doesn't look... Oh, it just doesn't look right. Huh? some bullets for our axe. We can probably also shoot with it, I guess. The outer circle of the cross indicates your remaining stamina, doing stuff and all that stuff. Save game in an empty painting frame. Alright, easy enough. There we go. Game has been saved, and we are continuing on our trip into whatever's going on in this place. I can only assume we're in Kansas or Nebraska. It's, you know, it's always one of those two places. Those are the places I typically assume we are visiting in video game worlds, unless it's kind of specifically said otherwise. Edward, my dear, you've been in your studio almost all day. Remember to take a break. There are cookies I prepared for you on the table. The art shop told me that the paint you ordered should arrive soon. Remember, I'm always around when you need me. Love you, Martha. Martha seems like a real winner. But it also seems like it's probably kind of old. The only downside to that is I just ate those cookies, which means those are some incredibly stale cookies. Not really sure why you'd want to do that, but people do what they want to do. Open the weapon quick selection wheel to switch weapon. Keep in mind that most guns have multiple firing modes. Learn from weapon section of the thing. Hold Alt and move mouse to switch weapon. Press Q to quick switch. Oh man, I have that many. I have a lot of bullets. Ooh, what do we got here? We have like a zombie, I think. He's not, I don't think he's friendly. We're gonna test this out. Testicle shot. Yeah, 2 testicle shots. 1 shot for each testicle, and he is dead. Yeah. Oh, what? Ah. Okay, the rats are... The rats are a little bit harder. To, kind of shoot. There was something, I feel like... There was something back here I was gonna go check out before kind of coming this way. But I didn't. Oh, because there's really nothing here. It's just some armor. What do we got here? Ooh, look, we got another guy. Oh. Okay, so headshots seem to be a bit more effective than shooting these things into the nutsack that they don't have. I guess it was just probably why. I wish I could light up the handles and handle bras and all that stuff so that we could see more light or whatever. He screams like being possessed, one moment silent, then a loud and twisted sound breaks out. Unlike any human, he takes his nails into his own skin, peeling it away as if desperate to escape the body that still holds him together. Yet when he stands before that painting, he is calm, serene. A fragile smile touches his lips while tears glisten unleashed in his eyes. They're obviously talking about somebody. I don't need the health. Oh, hold on. We got ourselves another guy. Yeah, it's not really... Oh, because it takes like multiple shots if you, that's your special attack with this. Just going around breaking a lot of stuff. I could go there, but I could also... Oh, no, I can't go upstairs there. Downstairs it is. Into the darkness and stuff. Light blast can exterminate rats, apparently. Basically, rats are more of a nuisance than a problem, is what they're trying to tell me. I don't know if that's true, though. Come on, rat. Yeah, I know they said I don't have to kill them all, but... feel like it actually is a better idea to attack them. Door won't budge. You know, I'm not going to take back what I said about the axe feeling kind of awkward. Because it does. It doesn't feel right. Just the animation just seems kind of odd. But it's a very satisfying weapon. So Martha hid cookies all over the house. Which is kind of a weird thing. I don't think she should have done that. And the rats aren't eating the cookies, which I find to be kind of a strange and unexpected thing. Frame, remember her scent. Frame, remember her scent? That seems kind of gross. Watch for those ghosts lurking in the tunnel. They move like shadows, some slipping through walls. Bullets pass right through, useless. The only thing that makes them burn is bright, focused light. When getting close, their whispers scroll inside your head, hissing in a language that drives you insane. Just pray that the light you brought never fails. Now we got like a good flashlight, I guess. Don't have to worry about that. The eye icon indicates a nearby shadow entity. They can't be harmed by bullets, but you can slowly burn them with your flashlight. A strong light blast will instantly make them disappear. And vulnerable to strong light sources. Alright. Whatever. Sounds like we might have one. Oh, look, there's one. How'd they get me from, like, so far away? Alright. I'm glad that we can kill them. I mean, if we couldn't stop them, I'd be very disappointed. Not really the biggest fan of shadow enemies or enemies that are like invulnerable to all forms of damage except for like one thing. It just, I don't know. This has not ever been like my strong suit of enjoyability. But I think I can look past it because the setting is pretty cool and the axe is very satisfying. And I'm very hopeful still.
This canvas, not a surface, but a doorway. Do you feel it breathing? Stretched flesh of the unseen trembling with their world ends and mine begins. They beg for beauty. I give them truth. A wound that never closes. A door that only opens inward.
Alright, this guy's obviously got some problems. Yeah. Did a good job jumping. We can do like a dash thing in the air. Whatever. Certain elite enemies feature weak spots identified by a bright orange glow flashing on a specific part of their body, and for these highlighted areas to deal increased damage, some can be killed instantly. Okay. So we can also, like, shoot some other stuff. Oh, what's this guy? Well, he's the dead guy is what he is. What? Oh. Dang. Yeah, it was like the weakness of that guy was to shoot him in the head. Wasn't expecting the dude who's on the ground, like, just kind of crawling there. So many bullets, and I really just prefer the axe. I think it's a much better weapon overall. Alright, so a gun might have been useful there. But I don't know. Looks like Martha's red heel. Recollect your memory. I'm beginning to think that we might have like that brain memory issue like the guy from Memento, and perhaps, I don't know, we've been stuck in this place because we can't remember anything. Just a thought. I mean, it could be, might be, probably isn't. This is not the way to go. I'm not actually sure I'm going the right way at this point. Now this is, I'm going back in a circle. Because I came from this direction. I don't know, I thought maybe that was necessary. This takes me to nowhere. And the whole recollection thing that was not really valuable information. Ah, here we are. One of the gatekeepers has the key. Probably this guy. Yeah, he did. Now I need more health though because I kind of jacked that up. That's good enough. Not sure what that was supposed to signify. The possessed statue shouting interrupts your movement. Break them before getting near them or stay away. Okay. Interesting. He still blinks after I gouge out his eyeballs. Aha. This guy obviously had some pretty severe issues. Shadow entity is hiding nearby. Not anymore. I have killed him with the light bulb. Oh, I'm surprised the light doesn't work. It's kind of disappointing. Things of a bunch of disfigured entities, it seems. Undivided male body, mid-20s, suspended in crucifixion pose via steel wire, skin flayed in artistic patterns, exposing muscles. Face preserved serenely despite the removal of eyeballs. Alright. I guess we got another hidden ghost dude that we'll have to shine our light on. It reminds me a little bit of Alan Wake, which I still haven't played the second one. I have it, but it's like on the Epic Games Store and I just can't be bothered to play anything on there, typically. What? Ah. These stupid things. Well, I thought maybe that was going to be like a thing. That I needed to do. It's really eerie every time I walk into this room and feel inexplicably shrouded by something. And the days, the line between reality and illusion blurs. Instantly that day, I actually found myself unable to leave my own room no matter what. Jenny said I should get rid of that painting. The gallery people will kill me. Yeah, let's get rid of those bugs. It's like a really dark experience. Some kind of dead animal or corpse. They're very different in smellage, I think. The first sip is fire, the second a slow dissolve. The world softens at the edges like a wet paper bleeding ink. The hand stops shaking. Those wings blur into the night sky along with my canvas. By the third glass, the fire turns to acid. The walls breathe. The colors of brushstrokes turn to ashes. It's brought me back there once again. You ain't getting out of this. I hear a voice says, sure. We have to get really close to the door to open it. Ooh, bullet time. Light blast might affect certain enemies with unique results. Okay. Whatever. These guys with their bullets, man. Huh. Trying to get to this guy who's like shooting. Thank you. Alright. Kill these other zombie looking things. I'm not sure what's like kind of like slowing me down there, but these guys in their like hidden locations is it's kind of annoying. All right, there we go. I don't know, I really like the axe stuff. I don't dig like the darkness and how dark it is. This is gonna be another one of those games where I was happy to try it. I'm glad that I did, but yeah, this ultimately probably isn't going to be one that I see myself picking up in the future. What are these? Spark orbs. Sure they're something. Upon activation, it generates a wave of power that will eliminate all shadow entities and small foes such as rats in small, close, medium range. I kind of screwed up and used that a little too early. I will give the game props. It definitely has a very nice sense of atmosphere. Like that aspect is done really well, but all this constant darkness of not really being able to see where I'm going and stuff, it's not really all that enticing. It's like if I wanted to play in the dark, I would just go outside at night. But I'm kind of invested at this point. I want to see like what else happens. Or I mean, I guess I want to try to finish the demo. I don't want too many titles that I give up on, because if that happens, it just kind of really causes a bit of a... Well, it just means I kind of struggle to continue my adventures in Next Fest demos. Okay, well, I don't... Come to where it all started. I don't know where it all started. The painting room. This room is empty. There's nothing of value. I already took, like, some stuff, I guess, but... Putting me in a dark maze is... not really what I thought I had planned for the morning. But now I'm thinking, you know, I should have given up on my whole, like, I'm not buying any food from outside places and cooking all my own food this month. And I would have stopped and got myself a hamburger. That would have been a good cool experience. And instead of running around these dark tunnels. With dead ends and everything. I don't really like mazes. I don't mind levels being slightly difficult to navigate, but this is ridiculous. I came in through this way, right? So I mean, I don't know if I need to find something in this area or if I need to go back to where I was. I don't know. I guess I'll just leave this area and try to go back. I can't see crap anyway because it's so dang dark. I feel like it's going to be an incorrect choice. Oh, that's the thing that I was supposed to explode the last time. Yeah, I'm just going back to where I was, and I don't actually know where I'm supposed to keep going. And I'm not gonna lie to you, that maze area that I was just at, the darkness and everything, it's kind of taking its toll on me, and I'm just kind of... I've reached a point where this is no longer fun, basically. So I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna just leave you with the statement that it's worth trying. It was a game that I was really looking forward to, just unfortunately just didn't live up to the expectations I apparently set for it. The axe is super satisfying. The ambience is really, really nice. The level design is, I would say it's pretty good, like, all throughout. But this area, with the whole maze nonsense, this is not good. This is just frustrating because I don't know where I'm supposed to go to get out of here. Everything looks the same. It's just so dark. It really just kind of pulls you out of the experience, I think. So, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like when you're eating at a restaurant and the food tastes pretty good and you're enjoying it, and then you find like a long-ass human hair in it. Yeah, and then you don't want to eat anymore because now it's gross. So that's kind of, I guess, my closing thoughts for the game. It was fun until it wasn't, and yeah. If I could have figured out this stupid maze part, that'd have been nice, but I don't have the patience for it. The link is in the description. I would encourage you to try this yourself and see if you like it, and if you do like it, then consider adding it to your wish list. And in the spirit of Steam Next Fest, I hope you find a lot of demos to play and enjoy. And see it, you know, and all that stuff. Ow. Ow, well. That's depressing. Well, apparently I needed to break the wall. It just wasn't super apparent. I don't think I saw the stupid butterflies. So I guess we're still going. I was all ready to quit and everything. Oh, look. I finished the level. I'm not playing a second level. It's not going to happen. Doesn't matter how interesting it might look. You can't deal with all this darkness and whatnot. Which is really a shame. It does definitely look like it would probably be an interesting level. It's cool that you have a second level to kind of play.
She smiled and the leaves danced around her. I had painted hundreds of faces before hers, but never one that made me doubt my own hands. What were my pointed daubs of colors compared to the way that light clung to her cheek, to the way that her fingers brushed strands of hair from her eyes, just as delicate as the stroke of a quill. War had not yet come to cross lines into the world, and in that suspended moment, I believed, foolishly, fiercely, that beauty alone might be enough to save us.
And good voice acting and stuff as well. How do I... Yeah, never mind. Apparently we killed plants. But yeah, like I said, I enjoyed it for the most part for a good portion of the demo experience, but ultimately, just with all the darkness and the constant dark, and the level design just being this kind of frustrating maze-like aspect occasionally, it's just not for me. So anyway, main menu and the end.